How's it going, guys? With everything going on in the world right now, man, I'm starting a lot of videos off like that nowadays. That's probably not a great sign. I'm just not really that stoked with the way everything's going, especially the economy. So I've taken to just doing a little bit of light scrapping on the side. I try not to be the guy that shows up and goes, ooh, copper, and then just takes it and then leaves everything else. I try and get everything I can out of it, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense, because I do this on such a small scale. I generally end up finding, like, weirdly enough, a lot of AC units. So I get a lot of these. And I know that if I left it like this, it goes in as number 2, but if I clip these portions off, bumps it up a little bit. So I decided to finally invest in a pair of these. Shout out again to Project Shop Florida. That guy has helped me so much in doing this. It started off as kind of a passing fancy that I didn't really put a lot of work or effort into. If I saw something, I might take it. I might just go, nah, just leave it for some other guy who probably needs it more. I'm aggressively going after it a bit more now. I am kind of like, I guess, an outlier in the community because I do generally, since I live in such a small space, generally just tend to keep copper and brass, and that's where a lot of people make their money. The thing with that is I live in a small space. There's only so much realistically that I can put up here. So I kind of have to be picky and choosy. I did find out that a guy that's in my apartment complex also does professional scrapping. So I've been able to take everything that I want and then everything else I give to him so that he starts off the next day with something a little more in the truck than maybe he would have had. So that's nice, and I give him everything I possibly can, from motors to copper aluminum rads, because I can't stack them up in a corner, and even if I could, even I'm not that trashy. So I don't mind helping somebody else out. I don't. I'm not trying to be a pariah in the community where I like clip the cords off of vacuum cleaners and then just leave them there. I don't even touch vacuum cleaners. I just leave them for whoever gets those things to fix them and flip them. Go do your thing. I'm not trying to cut your toe over here. I'm not trying to do that. So, with that little rant out of the way, I picked these up so that it would make the job a little easier, because I was using basically something like this to cut those things off, and oh man, it is annoying and time consuming and not fun at all. So, these are by Crescent, by the way. And I saw something like these on a Project Shop Florida video, and I decided to finally bite the bullet and pick myself up a pair. Because even though I don't do it every day of the week, it does make the job a lot easier when I... Oh, that cut was pointless. When I do actually do it. So, I can take something that is like this, where it would go in as number 2 copper. You can... I don't have a vise, unfortunately. Oh, no, don't tell me this is too small. Oh, no. Well, I'm going to have to abuse these a little bit. Can these even open enough? Oh, yeah, I just wasn't pulling on it hard enough. Thank goodness. Where I can take these pieces and just take the number 2 off and transform it into number 1 after I clip the other end off. So normally, if you're doing this, yeah, you already know this. This is for people who are maybe just getting into scrapping, maybe on the side. I've got a nice little stash for myself, but I do plan on continuing and doing more. And, well, I mean, what kind of guy doesn't like going to Home Depot to get a tool? It's just, it makes your week better, honestly, if you can manage to go and do that. And I figured I'd make a video on it. I might end up doing a little bit of a scrap session, because I got a little bit to go through. So it might be boring. People might like it for some ASMR. You might see some kind of cool, funky little things like me cutting that off just to bump up this nice little nugget into something that is worth even more. And if I have anything else by then to take apart, you know, of course, I'll go ahead and do it. I just took apart like an old crappy faucet. And now that I say that, for any of you plumbers, what is this? I know this is like your guys' area of expertise. I have no idea what metal this is. I don't think it's zinc. But hey, I'm not the expert here. If you know, go ahead and drop in the comments. I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.